Hey, everybody. I love how you're already all commenting. Woohoo! I'm so glad to see you guys. Let me know if you can hear everything I'm saying. We're having a little trouble with the YouTube streaming, and it looks like it's not going to go through. So I'm still looking a little quickly on the YouTube side, trying to see if I can get it to go. I've done a bunch of streams on there, but it looks like they may have changed their security and it's not going to go because it keeps telling me enable it. And I'm like, enable. Yep. Well, I will do, not that it matters to you guys, but I will go ahead and make the YouTube. I'll put it up after the fact. Most of the prizes can be won all the way through Wednesday. So if you're watching a replay of this, don't worry. A whole bunch of the prizes can be won all the way through Wednesday night. But we will have an early bird prize for someone who is here right now. Let me grab it. I have a yellow makeup bag that I made, and it is the theme of the night. It says, I'm feeling picklish. It's a great little bag. You can use it for makeup. You can use it for coupons. You can use it for whatever you need to put in a little bag. So someone in the first 5 minutes is going to win this. We got 3 more minutes to let people get here. And yay, it's so great to see you, Donna. Lindsay, I know. I hope you're feeling better soon. Donna, take care of her. Mercedes, Amy, Robin, Betsy. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Denise, Alicia, Mercedes, Stephanie, Vanessa, Tammy, Tanya, Sharon, Kim, Kathy. It's so great to see you guys. I feel like it's been forever since we've done a party like this. I'm so glad to be doing it. You know, guys, I started the Kickstarter today. I was so nervous. Last night, I was like literally like, it was like I had a big math test or something the next day. It was ridiculous. I'm like, it's just a Kickstarter. It's going to be fine. But still had that math test worry going. But it's gone wonderful. We funded in 4.5 hours. Right now, we're sitting at around 1,600 in pledges, which is amazing. And right now, yeah, it all looks really good. There's an early bird special today only. If you wait till you wake up tomorrow, it will definitely be over. So it was so crazy. Like last night, I was all nervous, and this morning I was driving my kid to school, and I'm like, I didn't do anything for the early birds, and I always do things like the early bird prize. First 5 minutes, someone wins a prize. I'm like, I should do something early bird for the Kickstarter. They talk about this, do an early bird thing. So finally I said, I could add stickers. I could add, what can I do? And then finally I was driving back, literally going to launch this Kickstarter in like 20 minutes. And I went, oh, I should just discount it because that's what people want. They want it to be less money. So I did. So if you do get that big omnibus, it's $10 off just today. Just today. It's a big Whomper book, you guys. It's fat. So if you've only read Big Pickle, Hot Pickle, and Spicy Pickle in ebook ever, this is your keepsake edition. The artwork is so cute. So cute. Look at that. You guys are in my Facebook group. You know that you all voted on the things that are on this cover. These things on the shelves were all pickle jokes from the books that you guys voted on. I wanted to make just a super, super cute edition. I'm hoping as we go along in this Kickstarter, we have about 18 days to fund it more heavily than it is now because I really want sprayed edges. I've always dreamed of having a book with sprayed edges, but it's really expensive. We're going to have to like sell a lot of copies to get that. But right now we're already funded for the basic edition. And the cool thing about the basic edition is that it's got color inside. I'm sure y'all have seen the videos by now, but the original ebook covers are in here in color. Designed new chapter starts. Aren't they cute, cute, cute? And of course, there's art underneath the dust jacket as well as the art that's on the dust jacket. I just love how it turned out. It's heavy though. It's 3.5 pounds. So it may be more of a beautiful thing on your shelf. I don't know. You can probably work out with it, right? So we're at 5 minutes. So I need to pick a winner of this first book, this first prize. I'm feeling picklish. Someone in the first 5 minutes. Let me get my list so I can write it down. Although I can always go back and watch. I always think like, don't forget to take notes. I'm like, I could just watch the replay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Betsy, Lisa, Lori. There's so many more of you. Oh, look at all you guys. Okay, who's going to win the early bird prize? Let's see. I'm going to go through here. Dun, 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 dun. Who shall win? I'm just going to spin it, and then we're going to see where it stops. Michelle Richardson. Michelle Richardson. I'm writing you down, even though I don't know. I don't have to. Michelle, you won the early bird prize. Guess what? There's a whole bunch more of these in lots of colors going to be given away tonight. Let me show you some of the prizes I'm going to be giving away tonight, because it's so fun to look at what you might win. I feel like the Price is Right. Like, here's what you might win. I love that show, and it was very sad when Bob Barker died recently. I was like, oh, that was my childhood. When you were home on the summers, you would always watch The Price is Right. I am giving away tonight, at some point tonight, and this will be a live giveaway. Someone who's here live will win a pickle cat. This is a hand crocheted kitty cat. He looks like a pickle. He's got the little green and the little bumps on him. He's got the cutest little tail. And he is part of the Kickstarter too. If you get the big book box, he comes in it. But I know not everyone can spring for something like that. So I am going to give one of the kitty cats away because it's everybody's favorite. I love him so much. The minute I saw him, I'm like, I wrote the lady and I said, so if I order a whole bunch of these, will that be okay? And she goes, yeah, that'll be fine. I'll manage. I'm like, okay. But to avoid taxing her out, I didn't want to put it in it's going to be in the box, but you can win one tonight. So he's one of the prizes. I also made, of course, I'm crafty. My patrons especially know I'm crafty. I make lots of things for my Patreon patrons at the Great Pickle Patreon. This is a tote bag. It also has the theme of the night, which is I'm feeling picklish. And this tote bag has a pocket on the outside for like your water bottle or whatever. And it has a pocket on the inside as well. It's a very heavy canvas tote bag. I got a bunch of these and I've been making them. One of these in pink went in the book box for my patrons for this month, because this month I have a new release, which brings me to another prize. I still have advanced reader copies in paperback of my next book. It comes out September 26th. That's very soon. That's in 8 days. I've been so frantic with the Kickstarter, but I'm going to be giving away lots of these as well. Tonight, these will mostly be I think one of the games will give one of these away, but mostly for all the way through Wednesday, you can win this. So how do you win this, you ask? Just say it. If you see something you would like to win, just type it in the chat. So if you're interested in winning the Pickle Cat, just type Pickle Cat. If you're interested in winning a copy of The Wedding Shake-Up, just put Wedding Shake-Up. I'll know what you mean. Or the book, right? I think this is the only book that we have. If you're interested in winning the tote bag, say tote bag. What will happen is when it's time for me to pick, I just scroll as fast as I can through all the comments, and there will be a lot of them. And I just find somebody who said tote bag or pickle cat, and you are the one who gets it. That pickle cat I will do tonight, though. So those of you who are like, if you're in the replay, you can type pickle cat all you want, but the pickle cat will be given away tonight before this is over. All right, you're going to stay right there, kitty, so I can look at you. Oh, so cute. What else have I got? Oh, I have tons of, y'all love surprise bags. So I decided to put some surprise bags in here. So if you would like to win a surprise bag, just say surprise bag. The surprise bags have all kinds of crazy stuff in them. They might have pickle potion. They could be bags of just pure swag, stickers, fun things, I have all kinds of fun things. I do have some leftover things from my Patreon. This month they got a little coaster, a hand-cut coaster. So those, I have some extras that can go in surprise bags. Of course, it wouldn't be a surprise bag without some pickles. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a very large pickle. Of course it's a big pickle. I have some really, really pretty ribbon bookmarks still. Mary Mooney makes these for me. I always have a few extra. Really pretty for those of you who still read paper books. I have tons of different ones. I still have these green ones. It was from Tasty Pickle, which came out last January. I still have, here we go. I still have some wedding confession ones that are really pretty as well. They've got little beads and things on them. So these will go in surprise bags. So if you're interested in winning a surprise bag, just say surprise bag. Let's see, what else do we have? I will be giving away some, if you're not one of my patrons, I'm going to be giving away 3 months of Picklegrams. And these are little envelopes you get in the mail if you're a patron, but somebody here tonight is going to win 3 months of them for free. This is $30 worth of stuff. You could win. So say Picklegrams. I want to Picklegram. I love getting fun stuff in the mail. Oh, I don't think I've shown you the paperbacks yet. So if you don't like the big, gigantic, 3.5-pound book, I did go ahead and have the art put on paperbacks. These paperbacks are never going to be on Amazon. They're never going to be in stores or anywhere else. They're just for the Kickstarter. So if you want this edition, the only way to get it is follow that link that's up there in the chat. Yeah, I have the 3 paperbacks. The paperbacks, while are not in color, they do have the very pretty chapters in them. They're just in black and white. But it was fun to design a pretty book. That's the thing Kickstarter is for. We get to make really, really pretty books. I'm still holding out hope that we're going to sell enough of these. I can get the painted edges. Have you guys seen those? Has anybody seen the painted edges? Some yes, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't bring any up in here to put as an example, but the Fourth Wing has really made them popular because they have little dragons down the side. But I have already designed what I would like to be on there and have it priced out and ready to go. We're just seeing if we sell enough of these to be able to get them on there. I have a minimum order I have to do to get that, but it's very exciting. In a few minutes, I'm going to be bringing on our first guest author because we're going to be talking about all the Kickstarters and all the fun things that come with doing a Kickstarter as an author. This is kind of a new thing for authors to do this whole Kickstarter where we don't necessarily upload a book to Amazon because it's so fancy. It's too fancy to just print and have them done, because like the places that we have books printed can't do these fancy things, and to do a color interior like I'm doing for the big fancy omnibus, it's just too expensive. The book is literally, we would have to charge like $85 for it. But when we do it in a Kickstarter and I can order a whole box of them, it gets the price down. And then as we order more and more, I can put more things on it and get, even fancier stuff for the same price. So I'm really excited and I hope this works. Anyway, the early bird special will end tonight. What else do we have going on? All the prizes. I've talked through all of them. We saw the tote bag. We saw the pickle cat. Remember how you win them is just to say it in the chat. Anything you see that you're interested. The Shake Up book, the Picklegrams, a surprise bag. And then also we're going to have prizes that go with each author. So before I bring in our first author, who is Natalie Jess, I'm going to show you the prize that goes with her. And then we'll see when she comes on. Let me grab Natalie's. If you guys can see my desk, it's just like crazy with prizes. Natalie Jess has a pink makeup bag. It says Natalie Jess. She writes cowboy romance, but hers also comes with something special. And it's a charm bracelet that has a cowboy hat and a book to represent the cowboy romance that she writes. So if you're interested in winning Natalie's prize tonight, this will be a replay one. You can say this even if you're watching this tomorrow. I will pick a winner on Natalie's bag and her charm bracelet on Wednesday night. You can say that. Let me take a peek in here. Go ahead and hide my early bird and see how we're doing with Natalie. And she will be here very soon if she is ready to go. We have about 1 more minute till we bring her on. So the things that you can say in the chat to try to win. Pickle cat. You can say the Wedding Shake Up book. You can say all of the Picklegrams, and you can say Natalie's pink makeup bag. But I'm going to bring Natalie up now into the broadcast. You guys just keep saying hello. We're going to give a big welcome to Natalie and her cowboy romance. I'm going to go and bring her in. And Natalie is the author of For Avery. Yes. And this is part of her Landon Acres series. It features 5 brothers who are running a family ranch. So I have a pickle delicatessen. She has a ranch. We have a lot of hot guys. That's what works. So she's got your cowboy connection. And I'm thinking about it. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever written a cowboy. No, I did have a bull rider in the Accidental Harem, but otherwise I haven't done many. And that's weird because I'm from Texas, right? You think I'd write all the cowboys, but I think it's sort of like you see cowboys growing up so much. You're like, yeah, it would be like writing about the guys I dated in high school and nobody wants that. But welcome, Natalie.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm so excited too. So you have a Kickstarter going. First, just tell us about the book. What is it about?
Well, before I get into the book, I have to say I'm so excited. I wore a green shirt for the pickle party. I could not.
I love it. I love it.
Hi everyone. Okay, so the book. It's a older brother's best friend. There is spice, definitely. It's lower on the angst. There's secret dating. There's a curvy female main character. She's very confident. She's ready to get what she wants. It's very schmex positive. I want to be careful. Let's see. He doesn't like crowds. And she sees the little tells that he has, and just like these little cute things that kind of see that they're kind of meant to be together. So I don't know. It was just this story, and I am from the Midwest, so like farmers are more popular here than cowboys, especially ranches. But she's from a farming family. She's the youngest, and he's the oldest. So yeah, it's an interesting pairing.
I love it. And
Mhm.
here's what what Natalie's Kickstarter looks like. I mean, that's a gorgeous cowboy shot right there. And not too bad on the cover either, you guys.
Right?
What do you guys think
That
for
would be
Avery?
Jackson.
Maybe we should change that for JJ.
Right? Exactly.
We all want to be Avery right now.
Mhm.
So tell me about the Kickstarter itself. I think I have an image here. Yep.
Yes, perfect. So,
This
and
is
I
the
have
big
some
one.
of the things here. I'm going to hold this one up. I had these custom done. They're copper bookmarks done by Copper Deflections, and it's like about 3 inches, and they're sturdy. And we had a couple different designs. We were trying very different things, and then I was like, "Hey, can we just try like a flat bookmark?" I mean, I was blown away when I saw it, and then when she sent it, I was just like, done, stop, that's it. So I'm ridiculously excited to be offering these. She does a lot of really cool designs. She's really active on Instagram, so if you're interested, go check her out. It's like the word reflections, but with a D, Copper Deflections. And then I don't know, you can see it on there, these little cat pins. They crack me up. Jackson has a cat, and it's a super cranky cat. And I found these pins, and I can't get over how funny they are. And so there's lots of other things. There are like Land and Acres, like branded things. They have like a store, for their ranch. And so there are little things that I made custom just for this, including mugs and that sort of thing. And so, but the star of the show is that this is my debut, but it's the first print run. So I don't have a copy in hand because I will do one sample that will be printed just to make sure everything is lined up correctly. But otherwise, everyone gets the very first batch, and I'm printing it in a certain way so no one can order it early. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. And we're going to do engraved edges, and I like to call them branded edges because, cowboys. And so like the initials for the couple is actually going to be burned onto the page ends. So I'm
I
super
can see
excited.
that
Mhm.
detail. If everybody look closely on the book, in that you can see it on the edges. It says what, J and A? Is that it?
Yes, exactly.
Ah, I
Mhm.
love it. So how
Yes.
is that going to be done?
So it's done through, people call them either like laser cutters or laser engravers. And I have a friend that figured out how to do it on the ends of books. So instead of getting sprayed edges, you're getting branded edges. And so that'll be something as each book comes out in the series, I will offer them exclusively through Kickstarter. So,
Is it the first book of the series?
yep.
Yeah.
This one, and they're all standalone, so you get a happy ever after on each one. So yes, but each one for Land and Acres, each brother gets gets a book, and then Avery's older brother will get a prequel novella.
So what was the inspiration for the ranch where this whole thing is set?
So I have another life, right? And in that other life, I work with someone, and that someone is Evie Astor, who is also starting to write. And I was like, hey, I have an idea, and it wasn't this. I have this idea for a story. Would you want to write it together? And she was just like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so I could write the spice. And she's like, well, how spicy are we going to go? And I was like, well, I don't know. How about I test a scene? And Avery and Jackson is what that scene was. All of a sudden it was in a barn or in a stable, technically. And them, having spicy time together. So that is the scene that made it into the book. And that's how Land and Acres was born.
I love it. So you finished this book and it's edited and ready to go?
Oh, definitely. Yes. ARCs just went out. Yeah, it's been done for a couple months. I've just been kind of like getting all the other pieces put together. And I'm writing the prequel and the sequel. So, yeah.
So what's book 2 going to be called?
It's going to be called For Sam. You meet Sam in For Avery. And then that's going to be Tommy, the second youngest brother's story. He's a cinnamon roll, and he also has the ability to gift a partner with a hat trick. We'll just put it that way. He's
okay then.
Very persistent. So that one's really fun to write right now. I'm having a good time. So
everyone there, I've put the link to the For Avery Kickstarter in the chat as well. So I'll be putting it in throughout our conversation. So if you want to click over and check out hers, a great idea right now, if you don't want to miss any of this, is just pop over there and follow her Kickstarter. And that way you can go back and find it again later. Or just come back to this broadcast and find that comment again. Mm-hmm. So 5 books. So how long do you think it's going to take before all 5 of them what is your timeline?
Well, I will have the pre-orders for Sam up soon. The cover's already done. Same person that did the For Avery cover. And so yeah, I'll get that one going. I'm not quite halfway done with his story yet, but it goes pretty, I don't know. I kind of write at a decent clip. So yeah, I'm excited. So we'll have at least one more out by January, I'd say.
Oh yeah, that's good timing. That's a good clip.
Yeah.
So where are you in your career overall? Like, where is this the beginning of it?
This is the beginning. This is like my debut. I do other things in the bookish world, in my, not Natalie Jess life. And so I am no stranger to the indie publishing world. But this is my first, I don't know, I just kind of dove in when the story hit and I was like, okay, let's see if this can happen. And it did. So here we are.
What made you decide to do Kickstarter first and not just go straight to retailers?
I have been researching the Kickstarter platform like from an author perspective for over a year now. And I've done some work with other authors on their Kickstarters, not contemporary. That's kind of its own can of worms, I guess. Gross phrase, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's just, I just said, you know what? I knew I wanted to have a variety of things in my publishing foray, and this is just kind of how it worked out.
I love it. It took me so long. I've written 60 books and I'm just now doing a Kickstarter.
But it's such an impressive backlist. Oh my goodness, yes.
Well, and the books that I'm doing, of course, are about they're about 4 years old, coming up on 4 years old. But they're like the thing that started them all. And I just love that this is an option for us. And I was explaining to everyone earlier, it's like, this is how we can make these books fancy. If you look, I mean, I'm just staring at the side of this book For Avery and feeling so jealous because I know I want to do edges on my book too. And I'm like, I hope for all of us that this is what we get. It also kind of helps us like spread out our author business. It doesn't all, be in one place. And there's lots of ways to interact with you guys, like here on the live. And there's lots of places that we can, rely on different algorithms and not just Amazon. So it's amazing. So those of you guys remember to be putting in there, if you've just come on, I am giving away a little makeup bag that has Natalie Jess Cowboy Romance. Inside this bag, of course, is a very cute little bracelet with a cowboy hat charm and a book charm on it. I can get up there to that. And this can be yours. Just remember to type in pink bag or Natalie's bag, and then that when I get to Wednesday night, I will go through everyone who said that in the chat, and I will pick one of you guys and send it to you. Otherwise, make sure you do check out her Kickstarter because it looks really fun. Cowboys. Maybe I should write a cowboy. So do you think you're going to stick with cowboys? I know you've got 5 books here. Is anything else itching you to write?
I have a small town teacher romance in the works. And then I have Lumberjacks.
Lumberjack.
for another. I think the Lumberjacks is the one that's like calling me for a solo project next. So once I get done with Land and Acres, then it'll probably be Lumberjacks somewhere in the mountains.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I know that you have some mountain stories too, and trails and all of that.
Yeah, that's on mine. Everybody hikes naked. So
right. I mean, just pants are optional.
Pants are optional. Pants were definitely optional in Tasty Pickle. Sometimes I wonder where my ideas come from. You know, Natalie, I'm so glad you were here. I hope you guys who are watching take a peek at Natalie's Kickstarter. I loved hearing about how your ranch came about, and I'm still very envious of those branded edges.
We'll have to chat, and I can tell you who my person is.
All right, that would be great to learn. Thank you.
Awesome.
For being
well,
here.
Thank you so much, and best of luck. And you guys, if you haven't checked out JJ's, it's fantastic. I love. Oh my gosh, it's so dang cute. I love it so much.
I had a good time putting it together.
Yes, yes. All right, we'll see you later. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
All right, everyone say bye to Natalie. Bye. All right. Remember, be putting that in your feed if you are interested in Natalie's bag. In just a few minutes, we're going to have Elise Faber up here with her interview, and I'm so excited to have her as well. It has been such a blessing to meet all these new people with the Kickstarter group. It's a whole different type of author, a whole different type of entrepreneur. It's been fantastic. While we're waiting for her turn, I'm going to remind you of all the prizes you can win. Remember to win them during the live broadcast or in the replay. Everything I'm going to show you next is going to be winnable in the replay. You just have to say what it is. Everybody wants the Pickle Cat. If you want to not risk it, put the Pickle Cat in the chat if that's the thing that you want to win. But if you don't want to risk it, it is in the actual Kickstarter as well. The link to my Kickstarter, of course, is at the top of the broadcast. There is an early bird special, so make sure that if you are interested in doing it, you go avail yourself of that early bird special, because by the time you wake up tomorrow, it'll be gone. It will end about midnight in Europe and about 5 or so, 6 in the morning in the US. Of course, let's go through the other prizes. Remember the green tote bag. If you're interested in winning the green tote bag, say green tote bag. I'm feeling picklish is the order of the day. We also have surprise bags. Say surprise bag if you just want me to fill a bag with something for you. I have advanced copies of the Wedding Shake-Up. It doesn't come out until the 26th, so you could get it before anybody else. Additionally, I have the audio CDs of the Wedding Shake-Up. If you like to listen and you are handy enough to put the CD somewhere and listen to it, say Shake-Up Audio. I've got that as well. Our next author is going to be Elise Faber. Her makeup bag is blue. So if you're interested in winning Elise's, make sure you come in and say blue bag or Elise's bag. Her little charm bracelet that I'm giving away with hers has little blue beads to match her very gorgeous book that we're going to show you in a second, and of course the book charm. So if you want to get started on having a bookish charm bracelet, you could do it with Natalie's or you could do it with Elise. So just say blue or Elise, and I will know that you're going to win that. This one, again, if you're watching the replay, this is through Wednesday night. You can still win it, so be willing to say it. And I'm going to bring Elise up. And let me go grab her. All right.
Hi.
Hi, Elise. Elise is the author of Blocked. We are moving from cowboys and we're going into hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey is such a hot genre right now. So I'm super jealous because I keep thinking I should write a hockey book. I'm like, no, I have to learn about hockey. I'm from Texas. Nobody plays hockey here. But in her story, she has an amazing heroine, Britt, who gets to have the chance to be the first female goalie in the NHL. We love a strong heroine around here. And I'm super excited about that aspect of the story. We're definitely going to talk to Elise about that. And of course, this is an extra spicy edition. So she must love for her characters to get pucked. That's all I got to say. So welcome, Elise. Everyone say hello to Elise.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for having me.
Looks like lots of hockey fans I'm seeing in the chat there. I love it. Let me show off this gorgeous book and you can tell us about it. So tell me about the story of Blocked.
So you got a little bit of it. So like she's Britt is the heroine and her hero is Stefan. And so she is the first female to play in an NHL team, and she falls for the captain of her team. It's a little spicy. There's a little bit of a fake relationship, a little bit of blackmail, a little bit of forbidden love. We kind of all dash that together. And it's just a really fun story. It was my first hockey romance book I ever wrote, like 7 years ago. And so it's kind of fun to like revisit it and come back and zhuzh it up with like 100 other books under my belt. I've definitely added a bunch, like you said, a bunch of spicy scenes, a bunch of fun deleted scenes, and just made it like a really cool story. I'm really happy with.
I love that. So the original draft didn't have as much spice as this one. What made you decide to spice it up?
I think like so I've written like over 100 books since then, and I think I was a little bit shy of to use your euphemism, get the pickle talk in there. I was a little bit like, I don't know what to do. So I was like, okay, now I have all this experience of writing now. I know really who these characters are because the book series is really long. It's ending with the 20th book series next February, and I've spent a lot of time with them. I'm like, yeah, I know how they would, react. We can do this. So it was a lot of fun to just like go in and make the story what I had wanted it to be before.
I love that. I don't think I was, well, maybe I was a little chicken about spice earlier. If any of you guys have read like Baby Dust, like my first book, there's no spice. And of course I have a pen name that has no spice. But once I started the spice, it's hard to imagine the book without it. And in fact, if I don't have it, it goes from an 80,000 word book to like 55,000 word book, because that's how much spice is in the books. I love that. So why did you choose Kickstarter? Tell us about what you're offering. I do believe I have you in here.
Yeah, you have a little, I think you have it. I have props. So I brought
we have props.
Cover. Oh yeah, that's great.
There we go.
So yes, I have my so it's the inside is kind of what I talked about with all those like additional spicy scenes, deleted scenes from my archive. So I play hockey, and I actually met my husband playing hockey in the locker room. So we played for the same team. There's a little bit of crossover there. So it was funny. We've been together 20 years now. He was my brother's best friend. We met like literally in the locker room, and the rest is kind of history. So that also played a little bit into the story initially. And so I got to add all those like cool like author notes as we went along. Like, oh, hey, this guy actually said this funny thing in the locker room, and that's what inspired this scene. Or, hey, this is based on this character in this book, or, this real life hockey player and in the book. So I think that was like really fun for me. So the inside of that has all of those like additional cool stuff. And this edition's only available on Kickstarter. It's never going to be available anywhere else. And then we have the cool dust jacket with the inside that's got the like watercolor of San Francisco, because my series is based in San Francisco. And so we've unlocked a bunch of stretch goals too that are pretty cool. So we've got like a full color title page. We have like vellum inserts, so all sorts of kind of fun commissioned art that we're going to have in here. So I'm really excited to bring it to you guys. And I think you probably find the same thing with Kickstarter, where it's like, it's nice to be able to have an opportunity to bring cool projects that we wouldn't normally be able to bring to our readers anywhere else.
I love it. That art, you guys, did y'all see that? Was that not gorgeous?
Yeah.
You guys give a shout out to that art. Show that gorgeous art.
I know.
Again.
I did a little flash. So we have 3 different vellum inserts, and for some spicier scenes, we actually have from Witchling's art. It's going to be a 2-page spread in the final edition, but it's a little bit of spicy art in here. So that's really kind of fun, right?
I love it. It looks like you have some character cards or something in there too.
I do have some character cards. So yeah, so that was also some commissioned art from this that was fun. So I have one here, but basically it's So you have each of the main characters, and then we have some fun facts on the back. So this is from my character Bible. So as I mentioned, the series is 20 books deep. So I obviously keep a lot of facts as we've been writing it about each of the characters. So the back has a bunch of fun facts about each character. So you'll get 8 of those in the pack as well.
Ooh, 8 of them. I love them. I thought about doing character cards, but I just got lost in the weeds. And so in the end, I just put the characters on the covers and I'm like, called it a day.
I was like, see, the illustrated cover is so pretty too. So I love that.
You know, I wonder, I mean, I could always add as a stretch goal. You guys, if y'all have opinions, if Deanna, JJ should be doing character cards, you tell me, because my Kickstarter just started today. So we could take inspiration from these brilliant authors who are coming on today who have all these great ideas and go, maybe we should do that. And look, there's a tote bag. I see it. Oh, wait, no. You have the cards. Oh, and the art. And was that a keychain?
It's
and a little hockey
chain. Yeah. Oh my God. Here's the thing. That's a little pin. This is what I'm so excited about. Like the nerdy in me. So it's like a pin that says just Puckett. And then like it comes off on the top. So I was like, we need this in our lives right here.
All right, so you can't get away without telling us at least a little bit about the story of you and your husband meeting. Just anything you can give us?
It's very sweet, but I guess it's not really that sweet. Really, it's so bad. I was dating a boy named Chris. My husband's name is Chris, and as a joke, when we were on the ice, he said that it's not cheating if his name is Chris, and I just thought it was so funny. And so when my other boyfriend and I broke up, just as young people do, then I was like, oh, hey, this guy's funny. He makes me laugh. And he happened to be in the locker room all the time, and we were seeing him, and just a nice guy. And so I got lucky that I had my second Chris, who was actually, the one. So
I love that story. Oh, so is he super supportive of you writing? You've done quite a lot of books. How many did you say?
I think 103 was my last count. So it's been a few.
You got to be looking up Elise, because there's like a whole backlist you could be looking at. So this is an older book that you're reissuing. Mm-hmm. Do you have something coming up soon of anything new?
Yeah, I have I feel like it's like billionaires. I write hockey, contemporary and billionaires. So I have a billionaire release coming up on Tuesday called Bad Business. That one's really fun. It's like jet setting, kind of spicy, a little bit more fun on that one. And you actually can read it right now on Galatea if you guys have that app for free. So.
So there's an app involved.
There's an app.
I've never heard of that app. Well, that's fun. So you are really broad. Are you a wide or a KU author when you're not doing Kickstarter?
I'm wide. Yeah. So I'm lots of places, all the places.
That is fantastic. So tell me about something that you put into this hockey romance that there's nothing like you at all. There's something that maybe you would have never done, but you had to put it in a book.
Yeah, I think, it's funny because it's goalie, which I would never, ever do. I'm like, you do not pay me enough to stand in front and have pucks shot at me. Because my husband and I still play actually today. That's what we do for our exercise. So anyway, I always joke that I was like, first of all, we always joke the goalies are weird. And there's some jokes in the book about, goalies are goofy because they willingly stand and get puck shot at them. But yeah, I took some inspiration from the goalies in my life about, how they just willingly like to get hit with things.
I love it. I love how much your own life is like infused in this story. I do that with my Deanna Roy pen name, but my JJ Knight stuff is way out there. Although when I wrote Mixed Martial Arts, I sat down to write the very first workout scene. And see, this is no problem for you because you know what everything's called. You probably know the things. I sat there going, and then I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. So I went down to a local MMA, I don't think they're quite dojos, and I met people and I ended up working out with MMA fighters, and I was like 45 and they were like 22 and it was wild and so fun. And I learned so much from them. So I know how important it can be for authors especially sports authors, to really get in there and understand the sport. And because I think, the readers know when it's not authentic, but it sounds like, wow, you're still playing hockey. I love it.
Yeah. Very slow and not quite as good as I was when I was a kid, but it's still a lot of fun for sure. And I think that was funny. That was like what propelled me into writing hockey romance in the first place, was like, I think I read a book that was like at halftime and I was like, wait, there's no halftime in hockey. So I was like, I play hockey, I should write it. So that's kind of how I fell into that.
All right. Well, I see people are already looking you up on on Amazon and talking about your book. So it sounds like this is going to be a great hit. Make sure you guys go look at her Kickstarter, because I don't know, that hockey pen is calling my name. What cute, fun things. So are more Kickstarters in your future?
I hope so. It's been really fun to, like, as you mentioned before, just to be creative, and like anywhere that we could go with this project, we can do. And so I think there might be some in the future for next year.
Was this your first one, or have you done others?
Yeah, it's my first one.
So we're newbies together.
We are. Yeah.
Man, this has been were you stressed out? When did you start?
I think I'm a week in. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all
So I've got my first day jitters. When
Yeah.
one of these first day jitters going to go away?
Never.
Oh no.
No, it'll be fine. I think I'm more relaxed today.
Well, that's good, because I've been God, last night was the worst. This morning, maybe even the worst. But I feel better now. I mean, getting funded does help.
It does.
And I'm so like, thank you guys. You guys who are here, those of you who have backed it so much. I have put the blocked Kickstarter multiple times in this chat. Make sure you check it out. We have such cute things. Remember, if you've just gotten in here, I am giving away a little makeup bag with Elise Faber hockey romance on it. And it does come with a little charm bracelet and with a little book. And it matches her book. So make sure you say if you're interested in this one, like all the prizes tonight, guys, just say you want it. Say blue makeup bag or Elise's bag, and I will know that it's yours. Wednesday night is when I'm going to pick winners for the prizes that are eligible for replay. So make sure you say that in there. Elise, thanks so much for coming. It was so nice to meet you. It's been really great. I think I was telling this to Natalie. It's like I'm meeting authors I wouldn't have gotten to know otherwise. And it's super fun, because I haven't written sports romance in a while, so I haven't really hung out in the sports author places. But where do you like to hang out online? Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? Is it Instagram?
Yeah, I have a Facebook group, the Fabinators, and then I'm on Instagram as well and TikTok. So yeah, you guys can find me there. And thank you so much for having me. And
I'm
so great.
Yay. All right. Thank you for being here. Everyone say bye to Elise.
Guys.
And you can continue saying you want to win her bag. And I'm so thrilled that some of you guys, if anybody wants to put the link they found to her books in the chat, go right ahead. And we'll see you later, Elise.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay. All right. So where are we? We have probably some different people than we had earlier. So I'm going to do a quick reminder, a reset before we get to our last author that we're going to talk to. Remind you of the things. The Pickle Cat will be given live on this broadcast before it's over. Someone that I see saying Pickle Cat when it's time. Probably shortly after we talk to Skye. We're going to give away this one live. We're going to play a couple games, and we'll remind everybody the reason why we're here, this incredible Omnibus. You guys have been so grateful since the Pickleverse began. I really never thought I was funny. But then when I wrote Big Pickle, I was like, okay, that one time I wrote a rom-com called Single Dad on Top, maybe it wasn't a one-off. Maybe this is actually something I can do. And I've been very blessed by you guys for years now. The whole pandemic, we wrote rom-coms and we laughed together when things were really hard. So I'm so grateful. And I'm so pleased to offer this book. I'm so excited that we get to do a fancy edition. In addition to the Pickle Cat, don't forget we have our pink bag. We have our blue bag. If you would like to be like my patrons and just win the envelopes that I send every month to my patrons, you can win 3 months of those. Say Picklegrams if you're interested in winning those. Of course, I have surprise bags. The surprise bags could have anything in them at all. And you can also say Wedding Shakeup. I'm going to give several copies of this away. I have several copies here. This book comes out in about a week, and it's another rom-com of mine. And yeah, if you were interested in winning a signed copy of this, put Wedding Shakeup in the chat. Oh gosh. And later on in the broadcast, I'm going to be giving away this picklish little insulated mug. So watch for that, because I'll probably be giving this one away live like I am the cat. It just kind of depends on where we are after we talk to our next author. All right, let me take a little, y'all just keep talking on there. Wasn't it fantastic having Elise and Natalie? It was so fun talking to them. I did not know them before I did a Kickstarter, and this has been a whole new world for me. And it's been interesting and wild to come up with all these things that I'm going to be offering. I do have the mug here that's part of the Kickstarter. It's a really big mug. It says I'm feeling picklish because remember that's the theme of the night is I'm feeling picklish. This one's in the book box along with the pickle cat. And I do not think we have talked about the blanket tonight. And the blanket is huge. I'm going to show it to you real quick. And I think it's actually bigger than this shows. When I was first looking at who I was going to make the blanket with, I saw this one and I mocked it up. This is what the blanket looks like, but the one that I actually got is even bigger than this. So I'm really excited to have that in the book box. So it's kind of a cuddle up book box because you'll have your blanket, you'll have your big mug for your hot chocolate or your coffee or your tea, and then you'll have this little pickle cat. Make sure you're saying pickle cat because when I give this sucker away, I'm going to be zooming through the feed and just looking for somebody who said it. And I do believe we have Skye Warren here with us. I'm super excited. Skye's Kickstarter is going to start in about 10 days or a week to 10 days. She'll tell us. But Skye almost needs no introduction. We all know who Skye Warren is. And let me bring her up. And we will talk to her about her upcoming. And if you have read Skye's books before, put them in the comments. I would love to see which of her books you have read. All right, let me grab her. And here we go. Hi, Skye.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
I am awesome. We've had a crazy, wonderful night so far. There's a lot of comments.
I love the energy in here.
There is. The comments go by really, really quickly. Let me tell you about Skye in case you don't know who she is. That would surprise me. But she is a New York Times bestselling author. She writes dangerous romance, including her Endgame trilogy, which is going to be part of her Kickstarter. Her books have been featured in Jezebel, BuzzFeed, USA Today, Glamour, and Elle magazine, and she's a fellow Texas girl like me. So we have that in common. We had Natalie on here earlier who writes cowboy romance, and I was like, oh, I never even thought to write cowboy romance. I like it would make sense, but I sort of felt like, I don't know if you felt this way, but it's like it'd be like writing about the boys in high school that I didn't really want. So right. I came from a small town where the rodeo dance was the big event of the year. So to me, it may be hitting just a little bit too close to home.
Yeah, I feel like if you did not grow up in Texas, you do not know that you learn the rodeo dancing in elementary school. That's like a part of your curriculum.
That's right. And it's really weird to go to rodeo dances because it's just, I don't know what it was like for you, but you'd be there and you'd be like 13 and then there would be like 40-year-olds asking you to dance. And so that whole thing, I don't know that I could write cowboy romance with that history that I have of it, but I know it's popular and I'm glad that the other people are holding the torch. You've never written a cowboy. I don't think I've seen one.
I have not written a cowboy. I do like to read it, but it's very like escapist when I read it. You know what I mean? Like it does not feel like how I grew up with guys in the rodeo. And yes, hi everyone. First of all, this is Della. She sits with me whenever I'm writing or working or doing anything. She's actually camera shy, which is why she sits behind me. But yeah, so I was in you're in Austin and I was there for college. So loved it there. You're still there, right? Or no?
Yeah, I'm in Austin.
Okay. Because I feel like
in Houston for a little while. After I graduated from UT, I went to Houston for about 4 years. I taught in Sharpstown. Yeah. And then my husband got a job back here because it was funny at the time. Houston was too expensive for us to afford a house.
Oh, wow.
Here, and now
That's
it's kind
really
of the
reversed.
opposite.
Yes.
Yeah, Austin's crazy. Fortunately, I've had a house a long time here, but boy, my friends trying to buy houses here I don't know if it's as bad there.
No, it is not. It is not. Even when we were leaving college, I feel like already the market in Austin was quite intense. And it's probably only gotten worse. So, but I love going there. I appreciate Sharon who said she read Red Flags, which is my new release, which is a circus romance, which, I think is fun and playful, even though there's also angst because I love that. and White Lies is coming out soon. And hi, yeah, Della says hi. She actually doesn't say hi. She is like pretending she's not here. Anyway.
Well, and it's funny for the charm bracelet for Skye, y'all can win this one is purple. Y'all can say purple makeup bag or Skye's bag. I did put a red charm in honor of red flags.
Oh,
Turn it around. So yeah, because I thought that's your newest one. So it's a book charm and it has a little red charm. So any of you guys who are here right now, if you want to win this one through Wednesday on the replays, you're still good. Just say purple bag, Skye's bag.
I love purple. I don't know if you can tell that my hair is
yes,
I
like
see really dark.
Oh, look, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. As I was trying to pick the colors, I was like, everything's so elegant and black and gold with yours. I'm like, I don't have any black bags because my life is colorful. Everything is green and yellow and red and orange. And I was like, I don't have any black bags, but purple for your hair. That's great. Well, tell us about the Kickstarter. I think probably a lot of people have read the End Game series, but now you're kickstarting
it starts with the pawn, and it's the one where there's a chess piece on the cover with the king and the pawn, and it's like a white background, and that's been the cover forever, like since it first came out. And really, I love to recover my books and like explore special editions and stuff, but I really haven't done it that much for the pawn, just because I think I was in love with that cover so much. But like it's an object cover, which has served me really well. But like when I was thinking about it, I was like, gosh, I would really love to do a people cover. And I've looked through it's just hard when something is too real and you're like, I've looked through all of these pictures. I looked through every picture that exists, and I'm sorry, there like isn't one. So we'll have to just get it drawn. And so I found this incredible artist who created all original artwork for all 5 of the books. And so it's like the hero and then the heroine and then them together and then a spinoff hero and heroine. And she brought them to life, and it was just incredible. I kind of like went into it not really knowing what to expect, but I love her work, and like it hasn't been fully revealed yet. So like this is the art from there, but it won't be fully revealed until the Kickstarter goes live with all the other covers. And so I'm very excited to show everyone what they look like. And they're going to have gold foiling and beautiful formatting and sprayed edges and like the works. So really like statement pieces like to like go in your bookshelf and just be gorgeous. And the books themselves, they are sort of a little bit dark and definitely very steamy. So that's kind of what the books are about, is that she is desperate to save her family, and Avery decides she's going to go to this like infamous loan shark place and see what she can do. But he's like, well, you don't actually have anything as collateral except yourself. And so what if you were to sell yourself for 30 days? And surprise, surprise, he is interested in bidding. So this book just helped me find a lot of new readers, and I love that. And because I do write a little bit darker than this, and I write a little bit lighter than this. And so this was just like this perfect blend that worked for all of my readers. And and I also have books in the Midnight Dynasty world that I love. And and I got to meet the artist. I'm talking too much.
You're doing great. Everybody loves it. They're all like commenting, like, I love this. I love this. You're great.
So, I got to meet the artist. I just got back from Readers on the River. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a book event, like a book signing. So I went to Readers on the River, which is like a medium-sized book signing, kind of large if you've only been to like Barnes and Noble style, but like not as big as some. And the artist was there, and I got to meet her, and that was very exciting. It's funny because she's actually very personable, but our conversations back and forth were very dry because we were so focused on the art. And so I was like, oh my God, you're also a really cool person and talented. So that was great.
I love that. It's so fun that, I think about who like designed the art for this dress.
Mm-hmm.
So I went looking for art, and I never got to actually meet that person because sometimes the artists are really hidden behind layers and layers of, icons but when I got to do the art for mine, I got to hire my niece. So my niece is she's actually an artist for a advertising agency, and she has her degree in art. And I just got this random idea one day. I'm like, Holly, I'm going to do a Kickstarter, and I want to reach 20 somethings you draw my characters the way 20-year-olds would be interested in seeing them. And so, yeah, she did it for me in the style that she felt would resonate with that age range. And it turns out everybody loves it. Everybody's been having a great time with it. The fans got to choose what was on the shelves in the scene. This is the fake engagement scene. And so they got to vote on the pickle jokes. So I love that when you get to meet the artist. Isn't it fantastic? Because I always feel sad, like with my pickle dress, like, I would love to have them on here, but I can't figure out who they are. Because they're just
I think a lot of artists are like writers, you know, a lot of writers are introverts and kind of like hiding behind the screen. And I feel like a lot of artists are like that too. Plus, I know that actually my artist, even though I did meet her and I knew who she was and everything, she like also has a full-time corporate job. And so they have to kind of like hide what if, especially if they do anything like steamy. Which mine, these specifically were not NSFW. The ones on the covers are not. But I am going to have it as, what do we call it? Oh, the word has flown out of my head. Like when you reach a certain level and then you get it.
A
stretch goal. A stretch goal.
Stretch goals. So you're not safe for work artists in stretch goals.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are making me wonder about my stretch goals. My stretch goals are primarily about, you know, adding more bells and whistles to the book. Because I really want sprayed edges too, but I'm not sure we'll sell enough to get there. Because there's like a minimum if you want to have them custom done. Otherwise, you go through Etsy and I'm like, maybe. I mean, I'll talk to the backers at some point, but that's what I really want. I think we'll do it. I think we'll sell enough to get it. But it's going to be. And we've already done the end pages design. We're just waiting to see for the stretch goal because it'll be end pages that match the cover. This has been fun. Have you had fun designing this, Skye? I love it.
So much fun, honestly. It feels weird that this is our job, right? Like, like, you know what would be really cool is if it looked like this. So if you did do sprayed edges, like what would you want to put on there? Would it be a design? Because
everybody wants
to do a design. Yeah. I also have seen like solid, and that looks really pretty too.
I want pickles.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
We
have a design. Yeah, it's sort of like a cross hatch thing, and then it has the pickles in it. It's like little yellow flowers because the blossoms on cucumbers are yellow. And there is potentially going to be a reversible dust jacket. I've already designed it, but it will match that as well. It has the yellow flowers and the pickles. So that's what it will look like to match. So it is designed, but I'm not revealing it because we got to see where we are with the Kickstarter, which I'm very grateful I funded, and it took about 4 hours to fund. But now we're in the gravy, right? So I'll be announcing some stretch goals soon.
That is so fun. Yeah.
But this is your first fiction Kickstarter, right?
It really is. So I really don't know what I'm doing at all. You know, like I'm just showing up and having a good time and getting to hold my books in a fresh new way that I actually don't. I mean, it's not even that hard to put your books in hardcover, but I don't do it. And I've not done gold foil. And so like, there's so much that I've never done. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be really pretty. And that is going to make it all worth it, I think. So
I'm excited. And, you know, I'm so grateful for TikTok that really started this, and for Fourth Wing, which really made it go mainstream. Everybody wanted those dragon sprayed edges, and it just created this craziness. So I'm just so excited to be able to do it and then really show it off, and hopefully it'll resonate. But normally the books that have it or like yours, they're darker or they're romantasy or fantasy. So I feel very unusual in that I want to put these edges on a rom-com. But
right, that's interesting. I wonder if we'll start seeing that. I mean, everyone loves it. Everyone loves collector's editions, and a lot of people love rom-coms, so it just kind of makes sense. And you can be more playful with the edges, like you said.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the downsides. I was looking at some chest patterns, and I was like, for the edges, and I was like, that looks a little too playful. That's not what I'm trying to go for. Like, they're not toppling all over like that. They're like, they're more serious chest pieces. So.
Yep. I'm excited. I'm excited for yours too. I'm going to put it in here one more time, you guys. For Skye, since hers isn't live yet, you guys would want to follow her so that when it does go live, you'll get that notification, the same as you did for me. Same account, just go in there and click on hers and follow. And when the minute it's live, Kickstarter will alert you. Are there any what are your benefits gonna look like? Are you gonna have any boxes, any big things?
Yes, so I'm putting a lot of cute things. Like I have some stickers and I have some merchandise that is everything is fresh and new that I've never shared anywhere. So I'm really excited to reveal it. It's kind of, I like made a plan. I was like, this is the date I'm going to reveal it. This is a very serious business strategy thing. And then I was like, now I'm kind of sad because only I know about it right now. But yeah, I love it. And I have an enamel pin, which I love enamel pins. I have them over on my wall. So I actually can't get enough of those. I love tote bags. So I pretty much am always going to do that because I literally have hangers, like coat hangers filled with tote bags. And people are like, only my dad. My dad is like, do you really need this many tote bags? And I'm like, listen, when you want to carry something, who's prepared? I am.
Cannot get enough tote bags. I make a bunch of tote bags. I don't think I showed this one for a while, guys. Remember, you can win this one tonight. So if you're interested in the I'm Feeling Picklish tote bag, yeah, just say it. This is one that will be won by Wednesday. But yeah, I always love a good tote bag.
Yes.
Tote bag.
And I feel like that one's a really big one too, because a lot of them are small. And then it's like defeats the purpose. I have feelings about tote bags. That feels like a big one.
Right. Yeah. It can hold a water bottle in the side too. That tells you like it's not just it's got a pocket inside too. So I learned about these from Etsy. I ordered some on Etsy for some fans. And then they all were like, these were incredible. And I went and looked up, she just put the name of the product that she'd bought, the blanks. And so I just found them and I bought 1 million blanks because I like to make these myself.
Yeah.
The way that I calm down is I make Cricut stuff, which is why I made one for Skye. Don't forget to say if you're interested in it, put in purple bag or Skye's bag because we will be picking these winners on Wednesday. Skye, I am just thrilled that you came on here tonight and talked to people. They all obviously love you. They've just been talking about you the whole time. It's been wonderful to see. And I'm excited about the Endgame Kickstarter too. You hadn't announced the date yet. So when I asked you, I was like, when's it going to be?
Yeah, it's coming up so soon. So yeah, at least sign up so you can see what the art is going to be like. And I'll show off my artist because I'm just so thrilled with how everything came out. Very glamorous and gorgeous. And just exactly how I would have imagined, especially book 3, The Castle, because it's like one of those hedge mazes, you know, and I had this whole thing about the Minotaur. Anyway, very excited. And thank you so much for having me and everyone, both you and everyone else. And I can tell that you guys are having so much fun and I love that.
We have great pickle parties here. We're about to play some crazy pickle games. I hope you guys are ready to play some pickle games because now it's going to get really wild in the pickle party because we're going to play some stuff, some would you rathers. We're going to replace some movie titles with pickle. So be thinking about replacing a word in a movie title with pickle because there is stuff on the line, you guys.
I love when someone's like, name a song title, and my brain is like, you've never heard a song before.
Well, it's last time we always play the change a word in a movie with pickle every time we have a party because they're so funny. Except that the only thing that happens is I start laughing so hard that it's hard for me. Like I have to pick a winner and I can't pick a winner. But I don't even remember what the winner was last time. But we were all just laughing so hard. So I'm looking forward to doing that again. And I'm so excited about your Kickstarter, Skye. And I'm so pleased you were here. And I'm also very pleased that RAM is happening again. I was very excited to see that's going to happen. Yay. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to put this in here one more time. This is Skye's Kickstarter. Take a second to go follow it so you know when it happens because this is one you're not going to want to miss. All right, thank you, Skye.
Thank you.
Going to bring you down. All right. Okay, guys, who's ready for some games? This was fantastic. All those authors were amazing. Remember, we have all of their bags. You can win Skye's, Elise's, and Natalie's. All of their Kickstarters are listed in these comments. Go follow, take a look at what they're doing. It's been such a joy to talk to different authors. God, it's been so fun, so fun. Don't forget, before we go into all the crazy games and all the prize winning and all the things that are about to happen, do not forget that the early bird special does end tonight. I wasn't even going to do it. It was just this weird last minute decision to go in and have an early bird little tier. So, but I did it, and I did it because I knew this would be my own super fans, and that I would want to make sure that you guys, if anybody got a discount, it would be you guys. So the early bird special is that you get the fancy book with the color interior and whatever else is going to happen to it based on how we do in this Kickstarter. If it gets fancier, if it gets fancy end papers, if it gets sprayed edges, if it gets all the vellum inserts, all the things that are listed, you just get them. You don't pay any more for that. We just get them. So as we go up and up and up, the book gets fancier and fancier. We've already funded the base model. I'm so excited about what else we could do. I mean, you guys, I'm already just, I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled. My Kickstarter, of course, is in the top there. Well, let's just take a little peek before we play a game. Where are we at? Let's look. I'm going to look at my dashboard and see where we are. We are at, oh my God, we crossed $2,000 during this party and I didn't even notice. You guys, we crossed $2,000 and I didn't. All right. I'm going to make a declaration right here and right now. If we cross 2,500 before the end of this broadcast, everybody gets the first stretch goal. And the first stretch goal is the art on an art card with a note from me on the back. So if we hit that goal tonight during the party, everybody at the party will get the art card. Even if you don't back the Kickstarter, even if you're not involved, you will all just send me your address right here on Facebook. I'll know you were here. You just tell me that. So let's somebody keep an eye out on me. Okay. Will remind me, Deanna, go check, because we're at 2172. That is not very far to go to hit that 2,500 and everyone at the party get the card. Let me show you the art, the whole thing. What I have is the dust jacket, and I took the dust jacket and I turned it into a piece of art, which, oh, here's the dust jacket. Let me pull it up and show it. This is the dust jacket. And we made a piece of art out of the center of this, and we took off the title and things. And that is going to be the art card that I send to everyone. And so one side will be this really pretty piece of art. This is from Spicy Pickle. I think most of you who are here have probably read the whole Pickle series. But this one is from when, if you remember, this is when he does the fake engagement on the show. They're and they decided that their delis are in danger because their fight went viral, and they decide to get fake engaged to try to save the family restaurants. And this is the moment that he proposes on the cooking show. And she's upset because she actually really does like him. And the moment that he fake proposes, she's torn because she feels like, I really wish this were real. And of course, she doesn't know that he's also thinking, I really wish this was real. And isn't that great? That's what we love about fake engagement. Just like that moment when they figure out, like, oh, dang, I really wish we were doing this for real. But anyway, I'm going to be making an art card of this 5x7. They're really pretty. They have this shimmery surface. They're the same type of material that I'm using for the bookmarks. But it's really beautiful. I used it in my photography business for like decades. It's a really pretty shimmery finish, but that's the art card. If we hit it, everybody who's here at this party is going to get it. But let's move on. Let's move on. Forget about the Kickstarter for the moment. We have that $2,500 goal in our heads, but meanwhile, we got to party like it's pickles. So let's play the first game, and we are going to name that movie. Someone who names that movie, this is a live prize. So you have to play this game right now to win it. Someone who names that movie that I'm going to show you a quote from in just a second is going to win this I'm Feeling Picklish insulated mug. Perfect for your coffee or your tea in the morning, and you can feel picklish every day. One of you is going to win it.